Hey, I'm David. This is my Rockin journey. So, yeah, week two's lessons. I apologize getting them out a little bit later than what I wanted to. I was kind of waiting for a graphic for this page to put up before the video start, but came a little bit slower than what I hoped. So probably have it for you guys next week. It's pretty cool too. I was trying to be original, get something unique there. So. Week two's lessons obviously built off of what we did week one. Okay, what I was learning this week was the warm up, which is doing the first four frets. You're doing it frontwards and then all the way backwards, all the way back down. Now the other key is you want to hit one note strumming down, second note going up, third note going down, fourth note going up. And you want to alternate your picking like that going through as a warm up. Now, you also want to do it at different speeds. Start off slow and work faster. That was one thing that I was doing with him is I was picking up speed every time I got it right. We would do it faster and we would try to do the playing in sync. Now we also have another tool that I'm going to be talking about in a few minutes that we were using too to kind of keep us in beat, because that's the goal of what we're also trying to do is get in rhythm, get in beat. So you could do it on a quarter note, 8th note, 16th note, whatever. And you can just keep at that rhythm and stay in rhythm when you're playing with other people, because that's pretty critical. Next item on the list, chords. You know, learn your chords, learn the chords, know the chords, live the chords, breathe the chords, know their names, know everything about the chords. So to do this, I posted the chord sheet up here. I got most of them down. I actually know pretty much, I'd say there's 16 chords on this. I'd say I knew about 14 or maybe 13 of them. I really didn't know the B's too much. And I knew the F, but I've never really played it in anything yet. But what he's saying is focus on the majors and the minors. Don't focus too much on the sevens. Okay, the reason why the sevens, I guess they'll be useful down the road. They're not going to be useful extremely now during the initial learning phases. So we've got those. We're learning them. I need to, even though I know them, you know, like I'll play, but do I actually know the name of that chord? Yes, I do. It is a E minor. Had to cheat there. But with knowing the name of the chord of being an E minor, you know, it's important because Josh, my instructor, would be like, hey, David, play an E minor, okay? Do E minor, and then go into G. And you have to be able to understand that and know those by name. So that's really what I've got to work on most. And then also switching too, because my speed of switching is kind of slow. And then the third thing that he told me with this was shapes. You know, learn the shapes. When you see someone, you know, doing a chord, even if you can't hear exactly what chord it is, I don't know, there's distortion, reverb, whatever it may be, you could tell by the shape that they're making on the keyboard as far as what chord they're more than likely playing. So learning the shapes, learning the names, in addition to learning the chords, is just as important, you know, if not the most important part, if you really want to play with people, which is what my goal is. I want to jam. The third item we went over was the pentatonic scale again, and as you can see, I've got it right here. So I've got the first two scales down. And when I say down, let me define that. I don't mean I know it by muscle memory yet. I don't. I have to look, I stutter, I still mess up, but I know when I'm messing up. I hear the note. I could tell if I hit a note that is going to be higher, sharper, or lower, which is flat, than what it's supposed to be. For example, this is how it should be. Now, going through that same progression, what happens if I mess up and hit the wrong note? Now you hear that? That's higher than what it's supposed to be. I do know how this is supposed to sound. That's the right one. So that is, one of the big things, to be able to know the progression and be able to differentiate when you hit a note that is higher or lower than where you're supposed to be at, to be able to tell that difference. So this week, my goal is, I've learned the set that's going to be in the 3rd fret. I've learned the one that starts on the 6th fret. So I want to learn the one that starts on the 8th fret, as well as practicing the ones that are on the 3rd and 6th fret. It's just going to be continuing this education, and hopefully in another week I will have 2, 3, 4, all 5 of these down. That's the ultimate goal. Know them. I don't have to be experts at them, but I need to know them. The last thing, and probably the most important thing, is strumming. I went over this last week, and it was the strumming patterns, and then also, what if you need to, because a note is different if you're going, here's a G, if I'm going down, and then if I want to go back up, there's a difference there. You're either starting with the high notes, or you're starting, with the low notes, or you're starting with the high notes. So depending how you strum it, you're going to get 2 different sounds from the same chord. So my goal here is to learn different strumming patterns. The pattern that we were learning the most was the down, 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 up, down. And I would do this on rhythm with him, and I'd be playing with him, which was cool because it was my real first true time playing with somebody, and just kind of messing around. I'd be doing the rhythm, he would be doing he'd do the rhythm, and then he'd jump out to lead to see if I can still keep rhythm and keep with the pattern that we were doing. And we were just doing something very simple. It would just be the E minor, and then we'd go into the G. So it was down, 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 up, down. Okay? So I'll try this here. I'll probably mess it up. I'll go really slow so I don't mess it up the first time, and then I'll try to pick up the speed. So actually, you know what? That's what it was. It was actually, I go down, 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 up, because I'm doing 2 ups at the end. And see, I messed it up there. It's the hardest habit to break. Down, 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 up, down. And the thing is, your arm, and he pointed this out, you look at any guitarist, okay? That was the bassist there. Well, you can't really see it in this video, but if you look at any guitarist, okay, you're going to see they're always going to be in rhythm for the most part, unless they're, doing specific leads or single lines or whatever it may be. Like for example, you're going to play Same Old Song and Dance. get the strumming patterns down. That is probably the toughest thing that you have to do. Let me give it one more shot right here. The down, 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 up, down, up, up, down, up. Yep. So. So I messed it up there at the end. I did an extra up, but that's pretty much how you have to do it. It is the hardest thing to break. If you can break that, that's really where you're going to evolve as a musician. You'll get better. You can stay on time, which is also important because you want to be moving this at the rhythm. You know, if you're doing quarter beats, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you want to keep it that speed. So even if I'm doing 1, 2, this will be 1, 2. And that's how you're continuing on with that. It's pretty gnarly. Now, I'm going to be doing an unboxing video later this week for this. I've been playing around with it. The one thing that the instructor said, hey, look, this is going to help you a lot, is to get a metronome. So I got a metronome. I got a Chord. This is a TM50TR. It's pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of it because it does give like a digital beat. And when I think of a metronome, I'm always thinking of the clock, ding, the old school one that makes the clicking sound or whatever it is. So I did order an old school one as well too. That should be arriving today, hopefully. And I'll do an unboxing video of both and see if I can show you the benefits to the digital metronome over using it with the traditional type of metronome. And I know I've been plugging this for a week or so, but I also have my looper pedal, the Wally pedal from Hot One, that I'm going to be doing that unboxing video this coming week for you guys too. So I got a lot of good videos coming out. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you get these updates, especially if you're a young aspiring guitarist like I am, because I'm hoping I'm giving you the instruction that you're missing to get to the next level, just as I am. And if you subscribe to this channel, you're going to be able to grow as I do within the channel, within the time period. Hopefully in 6 months we'll both be gigging. Maybe we'll be gigging together. That would literally rock. So yeah, subscribe to the channel. Please share it to your friends. Let's get this out to everybody we can and make this a big, huge community. So thank you again. Check out the other videos, and I'll see you later in the week. Bye.